All right. So first, let's do some basic guys. Let's do some Skelly regiments. We've got some nice Skelly regiments here for Tomb Kings. Well, let's get those rotating. Oh, so fancy. I really like this. I don't know if you've noticed, but I really like the rotating thing. Okay. Oh, I love these old sculpts. A lot of these guys are pewter, these old Skelly sculpts. You can kind of tell which ones are pewter. They have more center mass to them, kind of like. The majority of these guys are plastic. There you go. Plates. Okay. I don't know. Look at those skellies. Now, if that's an army of darkness, if I ever did see one, eh? That just may as well be a bunch of deadites there, crawling out, coming to get old Ashy. Ashy Slashy. Alright. Nice look at those guys. I think we've all gotten a nice peek at that. So... the damn music. This is such a good tune. Like, it's just... oh, I like it. I like it. I don't know how old Paul Simon was when he made Graceland, but this Kevin Bong, he seems to be a pretty young guy, and if he's making music this good already, I'm happy to support him. All right, let's put on a couple of these Big Papas, Big Papa Bone Giants. Berries on. Might be good for the light. Big Papa Bone Giant coming around. Need a wider angle for Big Papa Bone Giant. Couple of pewter Bone Giants. Couple of different sculpts there from the old Tomb Kings. Open my eyes. Oh, this can't turn into a singing stream because that won't be good for me. Viewers equals 0. Alright, couple of Bone Giants there. Okay. This guy is sweet. I can't say 100% that all of this stuff is Tomb Kings. There may be some vampire count stuff mixed in. Sometimes I get it a little mixed up. But look at this guy. Not fooling around. His standard is so heavy, he needs to be glued in place so that he doesn't fall backwards. I'll put him down here so you can kind of see the two guys. It's kind of like a Lich Dragon of some kind, zombie Lich Dragon thing. What do you guys think about this light? Is that sort of helping the model, or is it just sort of glaring on the model? Can't quite tell. It's a little bit of both. Anyway, zombie Lord Dragon guy. Looking good, looking good. This is less looking good in both what a ridiculous model it is and its paint scheme. There we have a... oh, this is indeed Zombie Dragon, probably Vampire Lord or whatever a Tomb King's Lord would be called on a Zombie Dragon. And then, oh, we don't have our flashy light on our minis. So this is a Chaos Spawn. Chaos Spawn rotating around. While he's rotating around, let's show off one of our old Nagash. Classic Nagash. Before he was a giant plastic monstrosity, he was this guy. At this point, a giant pewter monstrosity, but now is a bit smaller. What else we got here to put on? We've got a Heinrich Kremler Lichmaster. That guy's super neat. Some of these models in this trade-in were painted quite nicely as well. put a few more guys on here. This looks like Krell the White Lord. This guy looks very similar to the guy on the dragon. So I'm going to say that the guy on the dragon is probably also a White Lord. Is probably also a White Lord on Zombie Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and guess that. Just a straight up necromancer. Straight up old pewter necromancer. The pewter gets a little bit of a shine to it, that's for sure. Got a pair of old Von Karsteins here. Isabella and, is it Victor? No, Vlad. Isabella and Vlad Von Karstein. A couple of the pewter sculpts. Again, just done in a nice paint job. He does a good job with the hair and those types of details. Nothing super fancy. It's been painted for a while, you can tell. The paint's a little bit older and whatever, but very nice tabletop models. Oh yeah, that Beast of Nurgle it's a monstrosity, buddy. Oh, is that what this is? A Beast of Nurgle? I thought it was Chaos Spawn. No, you're right. It says Beast of Nurgle. No, you're absolutely right. But yeah, this thing is... I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, looks like we have a Manfred Van Karstein, meant to be mounted. Mounted Manfred Van Karstein here. A mounted Light Wizard. Light Wizard. I'm not familiar with that kind of a model. That beast it is pewter. It is a pewter chunk. Pewter chunk of Nurgle. Alright, let's put a couple more small ones out here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna make some more room. So we're gonna take old Nagash off here. Heinrich. Krell the White Lord. Gonna put... This guy's called Archon the Black with Chariot. Archon or Arcan, maybe? Something along those lines. Got his Bone Chariot action. Pretty cool. Goes Manfred. There goes our Necromancer slash Necromaster. I'm not 100% sure. Mounted Light Wizard. We'll leave the old Von Karsteins on there for now while we show these guys off. Mounted White Champion. I'm doing a lot of turning around this time. Sorry, guys. Mounted White Champion there. Looks like he has just about enough room to fit on a sneaky... Yeah, you can have that. I'll put that in your pile for sure. Log Frog. Sneaking the pewter beast of Nurgle. On the pile it goes. Thanks, Log. Thanks for the order. So we have the mounted... What did I call that? Mounted White Champion. So that looks like he's only got about enough room in between those knees for a skeletal steed of some kind. So he must go on a skeleton horse, if I was a guessing kind of guy. And these guys are just, there are a couple of different types of sculpts, so I hope we have them right. Vampire Count Wraith. These painted ones look really nice. They're just like a bunch of Grim Reapers, like just the original. I don't know if these were the original Wraith sculpts or not, but they're nice. They're nice. I like these. Two of the same ones there, it looks like. And then the other ones are different. They're neat. I like that. Alright. Why am I looking at this paper? That has nothing to do with anything right now. Alright, let's take off some more stuff and put on some more stuff. Alright, the lads, you guys are Karsteins. Get rid of our mounted White Champion. We'll take off this Archon or Oh wow, I didn't even see that. Look, the next time when this Archon thing comes around, look at this piece right here. That's like a dragon spine or something that he's made this chariot out of. That's super neat. That's super neat. I've not really seen something like that. Okay, that's that box down. So, get the old Vampire Counts race off of there. Bring this up. So we've got some larger Tomb Kings models here. So that may have been primarily Vampire Counts, actually, all that stuff. I think it was. Maybe not the skeletons, but the characters and stuff anyways. This is definitely some more Tomb King stuff. So these are the, I believe these are the Ushtabis, I believe these guys are called. Big two-handed weapons dudes. I feel like, was this thing spinning the other way before? Must have been, because I had them coming this way. I didn't know it could spin different ways. I wonder how that happened. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Anyway, who knows? I really like these old mummy models that they... I don't know what it is about these mummy models. I just really like how they've wrapped these little mummy guys. These old chariots, they're a little bit finicky. They have lots of small plastic, thin plastic pieces that are kind of long and holding these chariots together and stuff. Super cool. They're super cool. Little character guy on horse. Looks like that's actually even that's a full pewter sculpt. That horse is even pewter. Don't see that too terribly often. I don't think it's a single piece, but it's that horse is definitely a cast pewter horse. That's not what your standard horse looks like. That's pretty cool. Is this too crowded? Is this should I be sticking to less minis on the old rotator? Is that a little too crowded, or what do we think? While we're chilling and jamming the old K-bong. Well, whistling probably sounds terrible on stream, eh? Is that really loud and annoying? Maybe we should not do that. Okay, let's put up. Now these are a couple of horse sort of regiment kind of things on movement trays, but they are not the same thing. So I'm just going to use these trays because it should make it easy for me to put this stuff on here. Tell there's a couple of cooler pewter. Those actually look like Vampire Counts too, with these big hats. Vampire Count dudes. Come on, Skelly. Okay. Oh, this is actually a single big one. So it looks like maybe like a mummy leads the skeletons into battle or something. I'm not super familiar with how this army works, but it looks like this could just be a mishmash of guys put on a movement tray as well. And be alright. Alright, what do we got here? Let's check for orders. Anybody popping off orders? Letting that Thunder Games, letting those credit cards burn? Nope, no orders yet. Come on. Well, we got the old Log Frog order on the old Beast and Nurgle there. Beast and Nurgle order. Alright. Get these guys put back. I get the next one ready. Boy. Oh boy. You know what? I said a lot of Tomb Kings, but I have a feeling that the majority of this is actually Vampire Counts. There's definitely more Tomb Kings in here, but there's a good amount of Vamps. Good amount of Vampos, too. Looks like he's used some extra armor on these some of these skeletons that I don't recognize being armored GW skeletons. I wonder if he's used some custom pieces to armorize those guys a smidge. Okay, box of coolness here. I've always thought these models were cool. The Tomb Scorpion. Kind of see in the center there's actually an entombed skeleton in there. I don't know if the necromancer sort of created the scorpion from a skeleton, or the skeleton powers the scorpion, or I don't know. And we have some sort of they're not, I don't think they're banshees. Banshees tend to be like a female model with big hair and stuff. These are just maybe wraiths or ghosts of some variety. You want Rakdos and Sapphire Dragon, just not right now. So does that mean you want it to the point where I should put it aside and you're going to get it another time, or you just want it and you don't know if you're actually going to get it? Because we can do that. We can put it aside for you. Dummies, so sweet. He's got some standard bearing icons, but he's used a little bit of toothpicks or something for the actual holes. Cool. That guy. Alright, Sudsy. You let me know if you need something. Cool standard bearer. He's got a... Oh, that's super dope. Look at that. I'm going to put this guy backwards. Oh, I'm going to knock him off. His sword is like a leg bone, like a femur bone handle or something. That's the handle to his sword. That's super cool. I do like that. Okay, so as those guys rotate back around, I'll start just replacing them with a couple other guys that we have here. Oh my goodness. This is a hilarious little, super skinny little skeleton with a big hat on and like a pot belly cover on his tummy. GW, you're great. Okay. This guy looks pretty cool. We may not know what all these guys are right away, but if you want something, certainly if you recognize it, let us know. And if you want it but don't know what it is, that's no problem. We've got some old catalogs and books that we go through and some reference sites that we use to find what exactly everything is, and we'll let you know. Okay, so I'll let that go here. Let's take this guy around so you can kind of look at him. He's got a bell up on him. That's a pretty intricate model. I like that guy. That guy. Okay. Right. So let's start putting these guys on here. These are really cool little skull chuckers. Catapult guys, little catapult skull chuckers. Don't have all the crew and stuff for them, but we've got a couple of skull piles and a skull lifting crew guy. You could easily custom up some crew for those with some skeleton bits and stuff. A little bit more to show from this box here, and then we'll get into something else. Yeah. Oh, we will. Alright. Oopsie. I heard a voice calling, but I could barely see. Could not distinguish this life from my reality. I reached out my hand. Okay, these guys, I believe these guys are, what's this note is for here, are undead carrion, I believe. they have hexagonal bases, which are a little strange. I know some old GW games have used them, or it might have just been somebody that put them on that model just because it stood up nice on a hexagonal base, because these are a little bit wide with their weight spread because of the wings and tails and stuff. But these are cool little models. They're just like little miniature Grim Reapers riding giant vultures, basically. I think they're super cool. They're a little bit strange in the GW world. I don't know why they would be so little like that. I am not familiar with tiny little skeletons, but I mean, there's small creatures in the GW world, so maybe they're just like gnome skeleton reapers. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they're not from GW. I think they are. This guy's cool. If you didn't get to see him very good while he was rotating around, he's holding like a three barbed skull flail thing.